Chris with HobbyKing.com, and I'm proud to bring you the Go Discover, new FPV plane by HobbyKing. Now, let's go ahead and get over some of the general specs, and then we're going to talk about what makes this special as far as an FPV airplane. You're definitely going to want to check out the products video on this. Me and Stuart took it out and had a lot of fun with it. That's why this one's a little beat up, but it was one that we used in the movie. Alright, first thing is it's 1600 millimeter in for the wingspan itself. It uses a 35 class motor, 800 kV, so it has plenty of power. Now, 800 kV, you're going to need to run it on a 4-cell. Anything from 3000 to 4000 will be perfect. Fits right into the battery bay and will CG the aircraft absolutely perfect. 2 9-gram servos in the wings for control, more than ample on that. Now, it is a wing, so you need to have a radio that has VTEL or Elvon mixing available for it. So two servos there and a third for the motor. But because if you look at the front end of the aircraft here, we've got a pan and tilt setup for your FPV use. You're going to need 2 extra channels there. So you really need to fly this to get full use of this particular aircraft on a 6-channel transmitter minimum. Now that we're talking about the front of this, you're going to notice the dome on the front of it. Alright, we've got 2 domes available for this aircraft. We've got the clear dome on it, and we've got a smoked, I'm going to go ahead and set that down. We've got a smoked tinted one that will help with sun glare, or if you're flying in a place that you've got a lot of issues with white balance on your FPV camera, this is a perfect option for you as well. Obviously, it being so low to the ground, if you scratch it, you can rotate it and get it out of view of camera. And if it ever gets to the point, we have full replacements available for it as well. Now, the cool thing is you're not going to be able to see it very well with the dome on. I've got one of the gimbals, I call it, but it's just a pan and tilt setup right here. Cool thing is a lot of people use high-def cameras that for recording as well as video out for your FPV use. This one's designed for GoPro 3, GoPro 3 Plus, GoPro 2, as well as any standard board cam from 20 millimeters all the way up to 30 millimeters, and the flat style PCB style as well. So the cool thing about it is instead of using rods on a servo that just push this around, we've actually got gears at 45 degrees. Makes this a nice tight compact design. Keeps the center of gravity right over the pivot point, so as you're going through high G maneuvers, the weight of the camera doesn't pull it down or around or shift on you. So you've got a very positive engagement with the servos and a really smooth action with the camera itself. Now, when this rotates, to be able to change or pull your camera out, you've got ample access on the side that allows you to get to your plugs on the camera itself. But if I grab one of these, now this is the GoPro 3 back on it, basically you put your GoPro 3 in, you pop your cover off, and this just goes into the back, and you just take 2 clips, pop, rotate it in, and that's all you have to do to hold your camera in. To get it out, same thing, just rotate it to the side, pull the clips out, pull the back plate out, and your camera will just come right out of the back of the aircraft or right out of the front, either one. Now, if you have a GoPro 2, it has the option for that, and I was telling you, it is compatible with board cams as well. 20 millimeters all the way up to the 30 millimeter, as well as just the flat PCB style. So if you look, this is actually backwards. The bolt pattern here will bolt to the standard 1/3 Sony style PCB camera on the front. And then if you put these on, these slide in and allow you to adapt to pretty much any type of camera that you have. So whatever you're using FPV, it'll bolt right into this. It'll go right into your pan and tilt setup, and you'll be able to fly FPV with this aircraft. Now, the cabin on this particular one is huge. And the cool thing about it is on the layout, we've got some equipment on this is not only in size, you're going to be able to put your battery into it, get all your gear into it. You've got access hatches back for the motor, the ESC. If you're running satellite receivers, you can put them into the back. It's ginormous, but the cool thing is that you're going to be able to lay out everything, and everything goes in this aircraft where you would expect and want it to be, and the CG on the aircraft comes out exactly where it's supposed to. So it's a well thought out aircraft, flies amazingly well, which you'll be able to see in the products video. So this aircraft we're really proud of. I want to see some videos by you posting on YouTube where you take these and go out and go discover and see what you guys can find. And as always, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will see you next time.